Boeing may be criminally prosecuted for hundreds of deaths resulting from two 737 MAX plane crashes.
Senior investigative reporter Lisa Fletcher has been following Boeing for years and has the details on the unexpected move by the Justice Department and what it says about how Boeing has acted since the crash.
In a surprise announcement, the Department of Justice says Boeing violated an agreement with the feds and in doing so could be criminally prosecuted. The agreement, made in the aftermath of two Boeing 737 MAX crashes, allowed Boeing to avoid criminal prosecution for fraud and conspiracy in exchange for complying with new safety obligations. In the court filing announcing the breach, the Justice Department said that Boeing failed to design, implement, and enforce a compliance and ethics program to prevent and detect violations of the U.S. fraud laws throughout its operations.
Why did the DOJ open the door to the possibility of prosecuting Boeing now?
Our speculation about it is that what has been uncovered and unfolding in the last 12 months about Boeing has kind of been a tipping point. Whether it's the blowout on the Alaska Air MAX 9 door, whether it's the firing of the guy who ran the Redmond plant because of the safety concerns that were taking place there. There's just a whole lot of things, and maybe someone finally said enough is enough.
The DOJ opened its investigation in the wake of that door panel blowout on an Alaska 737 MAX flight in January, an indication of possible continuing safety and quality issues at the company. Since the door panel blowout, several new Boeing whistleblowers have come forward, even testifying before a Senate committee about ongoing safety issues and a culture that they say puts profits ahead of people.
How much influence do you think all the new whistleblower testimony may have played in influencing the DOJ's decision right now?
Well, I think it's pretty significant. The fact is that up until this time, Boeing's been relatively untouchable. Now, with all these disclosures about the things that are taking place and how the business is run or not run well at all, we think that the tide has turned and DOJ is taking the hard look that they should.
While Justice Department officials have opened the door to prosecution, they are still determining how to proceed. They say they will decide whether to prosecute Boeing by July 7th. Justice officials recently met with victims' families and will sit down with them again on May 31st. Lisa Fletcher, 7 News.
Those families have been through so much. Clifford told Lisa that he and the families are hopeful that this marks a turning point toward the justice and transparency victims' families have been fighting for.
Lisa's been reporting on Boeing issues and the 737 MAX since that first crash back in 2018. You can find all of her reporting and any developments on this story on WJLA.com.
All right, let's talk about the